Hey everybody, this is Exploring Scary Places with Ms.Jimmie, video 27. It's video 27. I have to be quiet. There's a house really close to this church, so I'm going to be talking into the phone a little bit more than usual. So here we go. This is a very old church. When I was a kid, my grandfather preached here. Called Watson Chapel. Let me see if I can get a light on it. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that a pretty church? Called Watson Chapel. This ramp here is new. I don't recall that ever being there. So we're going to walk back here to the cemetery. My grandparents are buried back here. And I'm going to keep the light down low on kind of the neighbors. Don't want to disturb nobody. Yeah, there's people living back there, it looks like. We're going to be super quiet. Looks like they moved the fence out. The fence wasn't this far out. They take care of it pretty good. It stays mowed. Yeah, my grandfather preached at this church. He was what they call a Southern Baptist preacher. Powell. Here's Bailey, Royce Bailey. It's my mom's brother. February 9th, 1927, September the 2nd, 1947. So he was 20 years old. He would die. This one right here, he was in a bar, and there was a man and woman fighting, and the man was hitting the woman, and he stepped in between them, and the man stabbed him. So that's how he rested in peace. That's what took him down. He only lived to be 20. They said he was good-natured, a good, fun, loving boy. This is Minor, his brother. And let me see, I don't not know much about Minor. 1920? Wow. To 1955. So he died young too. What was he, 25 years? He died at 25. Wow. They both died young. Now Minor did marry a woman, Faye, and they had a son. I remember he was just a kid when my grandparents died. She brought him to the funeral, to Mama West's funeral. And that was the other side of the family. Or Papa Bailey's funeral, one of them. This is my grandmother, Verdi Wheeler. And this was my grandfather, George Ezra. I heard he was mean when they was when he was bringing his kids up. But he found Jesus, and he became a preacher. He was very nice to me as a kid. I loved him to death. So, this is my grandparents, and this is my two uncles. There is houses on both sides. I mean, right there. And right there. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do too much out here because people are out here talking. I don't want to disturb anybody. Ferguson, Melvin T. and Clara. Ashley Murray. She died in high school. She was a friend of my daughter's. She got to school that morning, forgot something, so she hurried home. Well, she never did come back to school, and nobody could find her all day. That evening, They found her car in the woods near her house. It had flipped, and they said that she lived a little while, but she was caught under the car. So that's Ashley Murray. Yep, she played basketball. She played on my daughter's little t-ball games when they was little. My daughter wasn't an athlete at all. She was a bookworm and a music nut. She still is. But Ashley was her friend. Ferguson's. I had a brother-in-law that was a Ferguson. Loved him to death. But it's a pretty old cemetery. $1840-something to 1921. Wow, that's an old one. It is an old one. Miller. I had a friend, last name Miller, that passed away. I don't know where she's buried though. I felt funny asking her mom where she was buried, so I've never got to ask. I've never got to find where she's buried. I'm gonna have to ask her sister. I hate doing that. I hate asking. I should know. I didn't go to the funeral. I'm too good at funerals. Well, I don't want to venture out too far. There's people on both sides of us. It goes back a little ways, but all the old ones are right here. So, can't trust anything you see because you don't know who's got lights out nowadays. Because used to you could look and see if it was an orb or not. Now people got lights all over the cemetery. Like right out there, there's a light sitting up really high. Back, say, a couple years ago, I would go investigate that because it could be an orb. I've got some orbs on film. But it's an old church. And my grandparents are over there. Get out of here before people's hollering at me. People are on the porch over there. Building's old. I think the steeple's gone. There's a top, but there's no steeple. One of the hurricanes might have took it down. But it's a really, really old church. You can see all the way through it. Okay, let's see. What number we're at? We're at Watson Chapel, Newton County, in video 27 with Ms.Jimmie. Yay, exploring scary places. Oh, and I had 25. I wish 25. I had 15 subscriptions today. So it's adding up. 430 something hours, I think. So that's adding up too. Remember, I need 1,000 subscriptions and I need 400 hours, 4,000 hours. Okay, I'm gonna let you go now. Thanks for spending time with me. Bye.